which has associated with Oracle University to launch the New Age programs in B.Tech CSE and MBA. Generally, we observe that flowers are presented to the respected guests as a gesture to welcome them. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Raj said, generally we nurture the innovative idea presented to the respected guests as a gesture to welcome them. Presenting saplings to them. Honorable Vice Chancellor, of you, Professor Dr. Raj said, generally we nurture the innovative idea presented to the respected guests as a gesture to welcome them. Presenting saplings to them. This meaningful innovation, Professor Raj said, generally we nurture the innovative idea presented to the respected guests as a Honorable Chairman, Rayat Bahra Group of Institutes, Chancellor Rayat Bahra University, to present the sapling as a warm welcome to Mr. Jose Koshi, Country Director, Oracle University, India. Thank you, sir. I will also request Sardar Gurvinder Singh Bhara to present the sapling to welcome Mr. Sai Ram, Product Manager, IoT Java, Oracle University, India. I would further request our worthy Chancellor, to welcome Mr. Raja Das Gupta, Head Workforce Development Program and Certification, Oracle University, India, by presenting the sapling. I would further request our Honorable Chancellor to present the sapling to welcome Ms. Ruchika Sarna, Partner Account Manager, Oracle University, India. Thank you, sir. The divine light in the lamp brings auspiciousness, prosperity, good health, abundance of wealth, and destruction of intellect's enemy. Now I request the reverend dignitaries on the dais to please light the ceremonial lamp. Sir, please. Knowledge removes ignorance just as light dispels darkness. The oil used to light the lamp represents negative human tendencies. The wick of the lamp symbolizes the ego. The flame, which always looks up, represents spiritual knowledge that evolves towards a higher consciousness. Knowledge drains the oil or innate tendencies as it burns and destroys the wick. The light in the lamp makes us feel blissful. And this divine light brings auspiciousness, prosperity, good health, abundance of wealth, and destruction of intellect's enemy. Knowledge for us removes ignorance, just as the light dispels the darkness under it. Thank you, everyone. opportunity to request Professor Dr. Raj Singh, Vice Chancellor Rayat Bahra University, to deliver the welcome address. So please.
Our distinguished guest from Oracle, Ms. Rose Koshi, Ms. Radha Gupta, Madam Ruchika Sarna, Ms. Sairam, Honorable Chancellor Sardar Rayat Bahra, Dr. Daljeet Singh, Vice Chancellor Bahra University Shimla, Dr. Sandeep Kaura, the Vice Chancellor, all the deans, rectors, guests from different schools and other campuses of Rayat Bahra Group, teachers accompanying them, students of Rayat Bahra University, ladies and gentlemen, people from media. It's a historical day in the history of Rayat Bahra University. When I say it's a historical day, because not many universities in this country get this opportunity. As was mentioned, we are the first university Oracle had chosen from not only the state but across the country to have entered into this association, wherein not only they license us to conduct certain programs, but they will be partners throughout from the admission till the students graduate. It's a very, very unique program which we have designed for the students to benefit from. It would be appropriate for me to highlight reasons why we went into this kind of association. As students and teachers, we all have been facing the same question for the last many years as to what has happened to engineering education, what has happened to technical education in general. Why is that the graduates are not employable? And you have seen in the last few years what has been happening to the technical institutes, wherein students do come, they study for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years depending on the program, but at the end they struggle to get placements. When we became university in 2014, it was decided consciously that as a university, the autonomy which we enjoy will help us to design innovative programs, will not have any limitation in terms of offerings for students. And that's the advantage when you move from college, which is affiliated to certain university, to a full-fledged university, because you enjoy absolute autonomy in terms of program designs. And there we started looking at industry partners who will join hands with us and offer to students the latest. Because we as teachers, we have certain history, we have been educated in a particular way, but the real action ground is the industry, where every day you find new technologies being innovated. And unless you teach them this, by the time you graduate in 3 or 4 years, even those technologies which industry has innovated would have changed. And therefore, when you are part of the university as students, we want to equip the students the latest. And that won't have happened unless we join hands with reputed companies like Oracle. And you've seen last week we had signed MOU with Google, and many more are in pipeline. Apart from offering latest technologies to our students, so another step we have taken is that we want to make many options available to students. It's not that we have one program and you take it or leave it. एक बच्चे के एप्टीट्यूड और इंटरेस्ट के हिसाब से हम उनको 10, 15, 20 ऑप्शन देंगे, और जो उनको बेस्ट ऑप्शन लगती है वो चूज करेंगे। तो उनको पता है उनके लिए बेस्ट क्या है। अब वो चीज़ नहीं रहेगी कि सिर्फ 4-5 ट्रेडिशनल B.Tech प्रोग्राम्स या MBA स्पेशलाइजेशंस होंगे। आपके पास 10, 15, 20 जहाँ नॉट ओनली करिकुलम डिजाइन में इंडस्ट्री इन्वॉल्व होगी, बट टीचिंग में भी इंडस्ट्री इन्वॉल्व होगी, और धीरे धीरे साल, 2 साल, 3 साल में वो हमारे टीचर्स को भी ट्रेन कर देंगे ताकि वो टेक्नोलॉजी हम अपने बच्चों को पढ़ा सकें। इसलिए इस तरह के जो प्रोग्राम ऑफर किए जा रहे हैं उनसे एम्प्लॉयबिलिटी जो हमारे ग्रेजुएट्स की है वो कई गुना बढ़ जाएगी। आपने पिछले कुछ वर्षों में कुछ वर्ड्स, कुछ जार्गन्स देखे होंगे, जैसे स्मैक, खास करके जो कंप्यूटर्स वगैरह में इंटरेस्ट रखते हैं, अक्सर ये वर्ड अखबारों में और मैगजीन्स में दिखाई पड़ता है। स्मैक स्टैंड्स फॉर सोशल मीडिया, मोबिलिटी और मोबाइल टेक्नोलॉजी, एनालिटिक्स एंड क्लाउड कंप्यूटिंग, जिसमें फिर बिग डाटा भी आ गया, डाटा एनालिटिक्स आ गया, कई रिलेटेड फील्ड्स इसमें डेवलप हो गए हैं। जब हम मैन्युफैक्चरिंग की बात करते हैं, ट्रेडिशनल इंजीनियरिंग की बात करते हैं, तो उसमें हम देखते हैं कि आजकल हर चीज़ 3D प्रिंटर के थ्रू प्रिंट की जा सकती है। Whatever you can manufacture, you can print. For example, chocolates can be printed. The ready-to-wear garments can be printed. The body parts can be printed. So now 3D printing is entering into life science. कोई भी ब्रांच अभी इंडिपेंडेंट नहीं रही है। तो ये जो कन्वर्जेंस देख रहे हैं, ये टेक्नोलॉजी की वजह से है। दूसरा जो बज़वर्ड हम देखते हैं वो इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स, जो एक स्पेशलाइजेशन आप देख रहे होंगे बोर्ड पे, B.Tech में जो स्पेशलाइजेशन होगा, इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स और डेटाबेस एनालिटिक्स। दुनिया में कोई भी चीज इंटरनेट के थ्रू जुड़ी हुई है या जुड़ जाएगी। यहाँ तक कि बिजली, एनर्जी विल बी ट्रांसमिटेड थ्रू इंटरनेट कनेक्टिविटीज। दैट्स द एज वी आर एंटरिंग इनटू। जहां भी सरप्लस एनर्जी होगी वो डेफिशिएंट एरिया में इंटरनेट के थ्रू जाएगी। हमारे बॉडी में कोई चिप लगी हुई है, वो हॉस्पिटल में कनेक्टेड है, आप कहीं भी रहे दुनिया में, आपकी हेल्थ मॉनिटर हो रही है। वी आर कनेक्टेड एज ह्यूमन बीइंग्स, वी आर कनेक्टेड टू द हॉस्पिटल। सो एनीथिंग एंड एवरीथिंग विल बी कनेक्टेड थ्रू इंटरनेट एंड द वर्ल्ड विच विल लिव इन इज इंटरनेट ऑफ थिंग्स। तो हम उस दुनिया में रह रहे हैं या दुनिया में एंटर करने वाले हैं जो आज की दुनिया से बिल्कुल अलग होगी। उसमें टेक्नोलॉजी अलग होगी, नए नए जॉब्स होंगे जो पिछले 10 सालों में नहीं थे, वो जॉब अभी क्रिएट होंगे। और एक चीज और ध्यान रखनी पड़ेगी कि जो भी टेक्नोलॉजी आज वैलिड है वो शायद 3 साल बाद ना हो। इसलिए इस तरह की कंपनी से हाथ मिलाने का सबसे बड़ा फायदा हमें ये है कि जो भी टेक्नोलॉजी आएगी उसमें इंप्लीमेंट करेंगे। तो इसलिए बड़ी कंपनियां जो इनोवेशंस के लिए जानी जाती हैं, उनके साथ काम करना एक ऐसी पहल है रायत बाहरा यूनिवर्सिटी की जो इससे पहले कभी नहीं हुई। मैं आज इस अवसर पर आप सबका स्वागत करता हूँ इस लॉन्च प्रोग्राम में, जिसमें भी हमारे टीम मेंबर्स हैं, ओरेकल से आए हैं, मिस जॉस बेंगलोर से आए हैं, दूसरे जो टीम मेंबर्स दिल्ली से आए हैं, इनका स्वागत करता हूँ अपने रायत बाहरा यूनिवर्सिटी परिसर में। और मेरा ऐसा मानना है कि ये जो शुरुआत आज हो रही है, ये अगले कई सालों तक फले फूलेगी और हजारों लाखों स्टूडेंट्स का इसमें लाभ होगा। पेरेंट्स को इस पर गर्व होगा, पंजाब राज्य को गर्व होगा, पूरे देश को गर्व होगा। इस शुभकामना के साथ एक बार फिर से आप सबका स्वागत, धन्यवाद।
Thank you, sir, for your pearls of wisdom. Rayat Bahra University has had a long-standing commitment to be a guardian of knowledge and to support the noble cause of furthering higher education in India. The Memorandum of Understanding between Rayat Bahra University and Oracle University signifies the crucial initiative in enhancing cooperation between them to further effective and innovative way of dispensing higher education to students to make them highly employable in this competitive world. This historic association is a significant contribution towards Rayat Bahra University's mission of imparting quality higher education. Now I would take the opportunity to invite Mr. Jose Koshi, Country Director, Oracle University, India, and Professor Dr. Raj Singh, Vice Chancellor, Rayat Bahra University, to please exchange the Memorandum of Understanding and officially join hands for this historic and fruitful association. Please put your hands together for this meaningful and fruitful collaboration association which is going to take place between Rayat Bahra University and Oracle University. Coming together is beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success. Congratulations for this wonderful association. Rayat Bahra University has identified certain brilliant students from various schools across Punjab and Haryana who have displayed colors of brilliance in the academic field and have come all the way to attend this mega event. Rayat Bahra University would like to give a token of appreciation for their marked excellence in the educational field. This university believes in encouraging the students to make continuous endeavor to perform well in the educational field. Now may I request Ms. Cassandra, Dean University School of Hotel Management and Catering Technology, to help distribute the token of appreciation to these brilliant young brigade of India. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Dr. Suresh. We'll call out the names first. I request you to please come on stage in the order in which you are seated. Mandeep Kaur, please. Mandeep Kaur from Firozpur. Jashanpreet Kaur.
बेटा आपको बोला जाएगा आपने सीधा जाना
Maybe request Mr. Josh and the Rectal team to please join us. ये वो बच्चे हैं जिन्होंने इनके academics बहुत strong हैं. They have come from all over Punjab. Rayat Bahra University and Rectal Corporation, we want to honor all these young bright students today here. ये 3 slots में हम करेंगे so that the activity will also go on and this the prize distribution will also continue. So we are starting with the first lot first.
Mandeep Kaur from Firozpur. Jashanpreet Kaur from Firozpur. Amandeep Kaur.
सीधा सीधा बेटा उधर से
इधर से आए बच्चे ये ग्रुप बोलना है
जशन
स्कूल का नाम बोलिए।
बेटा वो अपने उधर से जाना
Shakrulapur, Amandeep Kaur.
बेटा उधर
Navdeep Kaur from Bharat.
अमनदीप कौर क्या नाम है आपका क्या नाम है
Kamalpreet Kaur from Gurdaspur. Amanpreet Kaur from Shakrulapur.
क्या नाम है अमन बेटे बेटा वहीं परली से
Simranjot Kaur is from Shakrulapur with 92%.
सीधे सीधे परली साइड क्या नाम है
Sukhvinder Singh from Firozpur with 92%. Simranjot Kaur. Simranjot Kaur from Shakrulapur with 92%.
क्या नाम चलिए चलिए चलिए
Nimrit Kaur Gill from Gurdaspur with 92%.
सीधे सीधे जाना क्या नाम
Simarjeet Kaur from Gurdaspur with 92%.
क्या नाम सीधे जाना परली साइड
Jasveer Singh from Firozpur with 90%.
क्या नाम
Mehakpreet Kaur from Gurdaspur with 90%. Lovedeep from Firozpur with 90%.
क्या नाम है
Preeti from Gurdaspur with 89%. Simranjeet Kaur from from Gurdaspur again with 87%.
मनमोहित गुरविंदर सिंह
Manmohan from Gurdaspur with 87%.
गुरविंदर सिंह मगरब लाइक क्या नाम है
ग्रुप फोटो सारे गुरदासपुर की करानी बात
Dilpreet Kaur,
गुरविंदर
Gurvinder Singh from Firozpur with 86%.
क्या नाम है
Dilpreet Kaur from Shatrunapur with 86%.
सीधा गाना
Dilpreet Kaur from Gurdaspur with 86%. Lovepreet Kaur from Gurdaspur with 86%. Gagandeep Singh from Gurdaspur with 86%. Akanksha Rana from Khadar with 89%. And Parvinder Kaur.
हो गया फिनिश या
Thank you, sir.
फर्स्ट स्लॉट इसमें
Thank you, dignitaries, for encouraging these students, and thank you, Cassandra ma'am. Now I take the proud privilege to request Dr. Sandeep Singh Kaura, Pro-Vice Chancellor, Rayat Bahra University, to please provide us with an overview of the program and highlight the concept layout. So please.
Very warm good afternoon to one and all present here. First of all, on the behalf of Rayat Bahra University and Rayat Bahra Group of Institution and all the students, faculty members sitting here, I would like to thank Mr. Koshi Josh and Mr. Rajadas Gupta, Mr. Ruchika Sharma and Mr. Sairam for facilitating this association. This association is first of its kind in India. This is first time that such a big organization, Oracle Corporation, founded in 1977, has joined hand with any private university in India. And we are proud to be associated with this prestigious organization. Today we have among us the students from various parts of the Punjab. आपने अभी देखा first lot of the students coming from Gurdaspur, from Firozpur. कि वो बच्चे हैं those who are meritorious students, those who have come from different part of the Punjab, 85% and above. जैसे वो announcement हो रहा था, if you look at most of the students scored about 90% plus. ये बच्चों की मेहनत है, बच्चों ने जो hard work is academics they which the kind of hard work they have put in, with that they have been able to come to this point. So on the behalf of RBU, I also extend warm welcome to all the students and also the coordinators who have come along with them. Mr. Parvinder Singh have come from Gurdaspur along with the students, and we have a team from Firozpur also escorting the students, and there are different teachers and faculty members sitting here in the hall from various parts of the Punjab. So we welcome you all to this association and this great day today. मेरे से पहले वाइस चांसलर प्रोफेसर राज सिंह हैज ऑलरेडी हाईलाइटेड कि रयात बहरा ने ये इनिशिएटिव क्यों लिया. दिस इनिशिएटिव ऑफ ब्रिंगिंग अ कंपनी लाइक ओरेकल, माइंड में बच्चों के माइंड में काफी क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं उन्हें. व्हाट इज Oracle University? Is it like Rayat Bahra University? Oracle University is a education wing of Oracle Corporation. Oracle एक बहुत बड़ी सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनी है, and this unit of Oracle Corporation which takes care of education part, offering training and certification, is called Oracle University. And Rayat Bahra University, as I said, is the first university in India to join hand with Oracle University to provide joint degree programs. अब ये एक point mind में there must be lot of question, particularly the youngsters who have come from different part of the Punjab. हमारे अपने बच्चे Rayat Bahra, those who are pursuing engineering degree. There are students who are pursuing management degree. बड़े questions mind में आ रहे होने कि how this association is going to help the students. ये बहुत एक important point है. आप एक चीज को आप note down करिए कि किसी भी country की आप example ले लो. If I take the example of Japan, a student pursuing engineering degree in Japan and a student who is pursuing the engineering degree in United States of America and student pursuing the same degree in India, after completing their degree, if they go for a job, now हर country जो है, every country is proud of some of its industry units. जैसे Japanese are proud of their electronic industry, Americans are proud of their automobile industry, we in India are proud of our software industry. हमारा सबसे largest recruiter in India is the IT industry, IT and software industry. ये सबसे ज़्यादा large recruitment करते हैं in India. So the one who are pursuing degree in engineering, जो बच्चे engineering degree करके recruitment उनका focus है, because if we look at the education part, if education is a degree education, is that you are pursuing some qualification from a degree college, you will get a degree after completing your qualification. But the moment you are a part of a professional education, वो professional education में degree के साथ job भी add हो जाता है. That is how professional education is different from a degree education. एक बच्चा जिसने degree in engineering किया है, जब किसी भी professional degree को किया है, if he or she secure 100 out of 100, our chairman always emphasize on this point, that 100 में से 100 नंबर लेके यदि बच्चा घर चला गया डिग्री इंजीनियरिंग की करके, सोसाइटी may not accept him. वो डॉक्टर करके अपना MBBS कोर्स करके नंबर लेके चला गया, पर जॉब हाथ में नहीं है, सोसाइटी may not accept, because there are high aspirations. प्रोफेशनल एजुकेशन शुरू ही इस कारण किया गया था कि बच्चे अपनी एजुकेशन के साथ साथ एम्प्लॉयबल हों एंड दे कैन कंट्रीब्यूट टू द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ द कंट्री. उसमें प्रोफेशनल एजुकेशन में इंडस्ट्री का बहुत बड़ा रोल है. एंड इफ वी आर नाउ वी ऑल आर सिटिंग हियर एंड वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस एसोसिएशन, ये जो हम प्रोग्राम अभी लॉन्च करने जा रहे हैं, जो पर्टिकुलरली द स्टूडेंट्स हु आर already pursuing engineering degree and the one who are about to enter in this education, जहाँ जो management degree कर रहे हैं, MBA कर रहे हैं, उनको एक चीज का फोकस करना बहुत important है कि हमारे देश में in India how the job market work. जब बच्चा एक इंजीनियरिंग करके बाहर निकलता है, today close to about 1.5 million students are doing engineering. 15 लाख बच्चा जब इंजीनियरिंग करके बाहर निकलता है, फ्रेश इंजीनियर. हमारे इंडिया में देयर आर क्लोज टू अबाउट 7-8 ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, जो बड़ी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं, वो 300,000 दैट मीन 3 लाख बच्चे की रिक्रूटमेंट करती हैं. वो 3 लाख कैंपस से रिक्रूटमेंट होती है. एंड वो जो बच्चे उन्होंने हायर किए जाते हैं, दे आर हायर्ड बाय द टॉप एलीट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन लाइक एक्सेंचर, लाइक इन्फोसिस, आपने TCS का नाम सुना होगा, विप्रो. ये बड़ी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो बल्क में बच्चे को हायर करती है. एंड आफ्टर हायरिंग देम दे स्पेंड क्लोज टू अबाउट 1 year टू डेवलप दोज स्टूडेंट्स टू बी अ प्रोडक्टिव इंजीनियर. दैट मीन 1 साल और उसके ऊपर खर्चा किया जाता है बाय द कंपनीज फॉर देयर बोर्डिंग, लॉजिंग, देयर ट्रेनिंग. एंड देन आफ्टर अ ईयर, 4 साल पहले उसने इंजीनियरिंग की, 1 साल कंपनी ने उसके ऊपर खर्चा किया, एंड 5वें साल 5 सालों के बाद आ इंजीनियर बिकम्स द रियल टाइम इंजीनियर. वो जाके फिर जब 1 साल की ट्रेनिंग कर लेता है, तो देन दीज वर्ड्स जो आपके सामने बोर्ड पे लिखे हैं, समवन बिकम्स द जावा एनालिस्ट, समवन बिकम्स बिग डेटा, कोई डेटा एनालिटिक्स का एक्सपर्ट बन जाएगा. दैट इज हाउ दीज इंजीनियरिंग कंपनी ट्रेन द स्टूडेंट्स. एंड दिस इज अ सॉफ्टवेयर इंडस्ट्री which does not differentiate between the branches. कभी आपने रिक्रूटमेंट साइकिल देखना तो जब ये कंपनियां हायरिंग करती हैं तो पहले किसी भी ब्रांच में डिफरेंशिएट नहीं करती, वो केमिकल को भी हायर करती हैं, दे ऑल्सो हायर मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक इंजीनियर. द आइडिया इज उनको ट्रेन करके उनको डिफरेंट प्रोजेक्ट्स पे लगाया जा सके, एंड वो प्रोजेक्ट्स कैन बी ऑफ द एनी ऑफ द नेचर. सो रियात बाहरा ने देखा कि जो एक बच्चा 4 साल पहले अपने लाइफ के एक एजुकेशन इंस्टीट्यूशन में डिवोट करता है, एंड देन उसको 1 साल और क्यों लगाना पड़े. सो वी हैव ब्रॉट दिस एसोसिएशन. आफ्टर डूइंग दिस प्रोग्राम बच्चा डे 1 से प्रोडक्टिव होगा. डे 1 उसके हाथ में डिग्री भी होगी, and he or she will be productive right on the day 1. With that mindset, with that vision in mind, group has started of thinking of running such a program which we call a new age program. बच्चों को एक तो डिग्री plus making them employable for job, and also those who want to be an entrepreneur उनको entrepreneur बनाना. तो आप सोचिए आज से 4 साल बाद इंडिया में कौन सी अपॉर्चुनिटीज आने वाली हैं. हम आज की बात ना करें, आफ्टर 4 years इंडिया में दीज नेम्स, द बिग डेटा बजवर्ड, जो हम बिग डेटा टेक्नोलॉजी की बात कर रहे हैं, डेटा एनालिटिक्स की बात कर रहे हैं, दे आर गोइंग टू बी एन नंबर ऑफ जॉब्स इन दीज टेक्नोलॉजीज. क्लोज टू अबाउट देयर वाज एन एनालिसिस 114 million, that means 1,40 lakh jobs are going to come in these emerging areas in 2020. That means जो आज बच्चा इंजीनियरिंग में ज्वाइन करेगा उसके पास काफी अपॉर्चुनिटीज होंगी if he or she has the knowledge of these areas. So as an engineer we should keep in mind that what kind of opportunities are going to come after 4 years. Same is the case with MBA. आज बच्चा MBA में एंटर हुआ, जब वो 2 साल के बाद MBA करके बाहर निकला, is he or she productive? That is what industry looks for. Because वो ये कहते हैं कि 4 साल इंडस्ट्री के the dignitaries are sitting, they can vouch for it, that industry look for employable people right on the day 1. So with that focus in mind, group has started of coming up with such associations so that एक बच्चा जो हमारे पास रयात बहरा यूनिवर्सिटी में एनरोल हो, person should not look for the any kind of training after that, he or she should be employable. So with that focus, group is coming up with such programs. I would like to share one example here. Wipro technology, आपने सुना होगा नाम विप्रो का, सुना है? Yes or no? Yes. Wipro technology every year 40,000 बच्चे हायर करती है, and if you see the cost they incur, 40,000 को हायर करने के लिए जो टीमें उनकी विजिट करती हैं, पहले वो टेस्ट कंडक्ट करते हैं, and after conducting the test they do their interview rounds. उसी के ऊपर एक बच्चे का टेस्ट कंडक्ट करने के लिए जितने के 40,000 बच्चे वो हायर करते हैं, टेस्ट के लिए सिर्फ कंपनी जो है अबाउट 20 करोड़ रुपया खर्च करती है, कंडक्टिंग द टेस्ट अक्रॉस इंडिया टू फाइंड आउट राइट कैंडिडेट्स. टेस्ट करने के बाद जब उनको सिलेक्ट करती है, दे स्पेंड लॉट ऑफ अमाउंट ऑन ट्रेनिंग देम. सो व्हेन वी शेयर दिस आइडिया विद द कंपनी दैट आफ्टर 4 years रियात बहरा से जो बच्चा निकलेगा ये कोर्स करने के बाद, वो बच्चे को आपको ट्रेनिंग की जरूरत नहीं है, वो डे 1 पे प्रोडक्टिव होगा. वो बच्चे हैं जो हम इस साल एडमिट करने जा रहे हैं. द वन हु आर ऑलरेडी परस्यूइंग इंजीनियरिंग विद अस, जो रियात बहरा के बच्चे हमारे पास ऑलरेडी इंजीनियरिंग कर रहे हैं, उनके लिए भी वी आर ब्रिंगिंग सच प्रोग्राम सो दैट व्हेन दे ग्रेजुएट दे शुड बी एम्प्लॉयबल. तो बच्चे द फोकस जो अपकमिंग यंग ग्रेजुएट्स, जो टीचर साहिबान यहाँ बैठे हैं, आज का दिन टुडे इज रियली अ हिस्टोरिक डे फॉर रायत बहरा यूनिवर्सिटी टू ब्रिंग सच एसोसिएशन. ये जो लोग आपके सामने बैठे हैं, इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू रीच आउट टू देम. ये एक MOU साइन हुआ, हमने एक्सचेंज किया, इसके पीछे देयर इज लॉट ऑफ हार्ड वर्क एंड एफर्ट्स इन्वॉल्वड इनटू इट टू ब्रिंग सच एन एसोसिएशन. और एक्टर के पास बहुत ज्यादा ऑप्शंस है. इट्स अ वर्ल्ड वाइड टॉप कंपनी, मैंने ऐसे बोला वर्ल्ड लार्जेस्ट एंटरप्राइज सोल्यूशन कंपनी, वर्ल्ड की सबसे बड़ी कंपनी है ये. उनके लिए बहुत यूनिवर्सिटीज की ऑप्शन थी, बट देयर वाज रायत एंड बहरा एज देयर पार्टनर. इट्स रियली अ ग्रेट ऑनर फॉर अस टू बी विद देम. And I'm sure with the support of the faculty here, with this under the able guidance of our Vice Chancellor and Chancellor, we will definitely make this association a great success and will take it to a different level. So with these words, I again welcome all the members, all the students here who have come from different parts of the state. बच्चे मेरे, आपके माइंड में कोई भी क्वेश्चंस है, you can ask that question बिना हेजिटेशन के आप इन कंपनी के ऑफिशियल से बात कर सकते हैं. You can get your query sorted out with the senior people who are sitting before you. So with these words, thank you very much. Thanks for your patience.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening us. Great communication programs don't always have to be the ones that cost the most money or use complex technologies. They have to be true to the idea that talking things through is almost always the way to get the best results. Now I request Mr. Rajat Gupta, Oracle University, India, to show us the Oracle video and for Oracle talk. Sir, please.
Very good evening. I can't even hear. I thought this is a student presentation. We were more noisy when we were in school or in college. Can I get some good roar up? Can I get to hear the students, please? Yes. Okay, so for the next, I will not take much time. I'll take about 20-25 minutes. And I'll try to, oh, okay. Okay, I'll not take more than 19 and a half minutes. Is that fine? Yes. Okay, so but I'm sure it will be worth spending some time with me. And I got up at 3:30 in the morning to take a flight from Delhi to Chandigarh, and my colleagues also have taken similar flights. So I would only one request that keep me awake. To keep me awake, all of you need to really cheer, to accept, clap, and if you don't like, say boo. Okay? Can I get this confirmation from you? Yes. I really can't hear you. Yes. Okay, great. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Mr. Bahra, Dr. Raj Singh, Dr. Kaura, who has been extremely instrumental in working with the Oracle University. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, please be with me. So, has been very, very instrumental in working with Oracle University. And today, the reason why me, our country head, Mr. Josh Kochi, and my colleague Ruchika Sarna, Mr. Sairam, we are all here is because the kind of dream Mr. Bahra, Dr. Singh, especially Dr. Kaura had seen, and we've been working for the last 3 months, and I guess we should be able to launch one of the state-of-the-art program with one of the very, very reputed university called Rayat Bahra University. Clap please. Okay. Yes. So, the reason I said 19 and a half minutes is, immediately after my presentation, we've got flown somebody called Mr. Sairam, who is the product head for Oracle Corporation on Internet of Things. And the brief to him was, get the entire crowd very excited with what's happening around Internet. So I'm sure all of you will agree to that and enjoy. Now my special thanks to the dignitaries sitting on the first row, and I believe all of you are the academicians, and we also all believe that there's one set of people who, when we were children, when we were in the adolescence, and when we are adults and working, we keep learning, are the academicians. Can we hear a round of applause for the academicians who contribute to our career throughout here? So the reason is because, please understand, all that we get guided, the career path which we get, is all because of them. And we are like actors. We present the concept, we implement. However, we try to implement. However, it wouldn't be possible if you don't have such lovely academicians. Before we start, I think I would like to show you a small video of 1.5 minutes. Just to tell you why we actually thought about this whole concept of doing something within university and creating a product which is extremely state-of-the-art, and as Dr. Kaura said, bridges the gap between what you have been learning and what you need to learn. So what you've been learning, as Dr. Singh was mentioning in another session in the morning, that today's, when you interview somebody, you have one set of people who have got fantastic scores on the paper, and they're extremely good at concept. Then you have one set of people who can actually take the concept and implement that. Very sadly, in Indian education system, and thanks to Rayat Bahra University, who realizes and envisages that kind of a problem and working towards that, I think what we are seeing in today's education system is there is more recognition for those people who just know the concept and concentrating on examination only. I think it's time right now. One rule, everybody has to look at me. Okay, so as you know, I got up at 3:30 in the morning, right? Yes, sir. Okay, so the fact remains, it's time now to take the next step, where like the US education system or the global education system, we need to work on practical aspects of learning. And this program actually helps you to understand and take the next step towards employability. What you've been learning all this while remains there. I mean, you will definitely need to learn that, but what you need to learn more is what we learn here. There are two aspects for that. One is obviously we get management concentration on skill development, and especially in India. And a proof of that would be, I'll have a small video which is being, where you will see our CEO, Ms. Safra Katz, who had come down to India and was part of the Make in India campaign of Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Modi. And let's hear what he says, and you will understand the kind of focus Oracle Corporation globally has on India. And I'm sure you'll feel very proud about it.
Namaste, Modici. Thank you for inviting me to participate in this miraculous event. It is an honor to be here. And thank you, Chief Minister, for hosting us in this wonderful city of Mumbai. India is in line to be a powerhouse economy. It is a moment in time where every star is aligning. We have the courageous leadership with vision and ambitious plans from Make in India, Digital India, Invest in India, Skill India, all of which are only possible because of the courage that we have already seen. And we have a time where we have hundreds of millions of young, ambitious people with strong intellectual power. These under 35-year-olds can be either a terrifying force or a phenomenal opportunity. And we finally have the technology to allow India to leapfrog ahead, to go where others have not even been yet, because they don't follow anyone. They won't be old-fashioned. They won't do it the old way. Most of these programs are based on the newest technology, on the cloud. With all these three things possible, I don't know where else there is a greater opportunity on this planet. Now, we have been in India for decades, and we have nearly 40,000 people already. But that is not enough investment, which is why I announced yesterday $400 million facility in Bengaluru, additional education of over 500,000 young people a year, where we focus additionally on the young women, and of course 9 incubation centers for Startup India to advance these companies. But even that is not enough. In April, we will have Oracle Cloud World right here in Mumbai, where we can bring technology and the brightest thinkers together. Because this is the greatest possible time. We thank you for letting us participate in it. We are honored to be with you, and we are excited about this, maybe even more excited than you are. Thank you, everyone.
It cannot be just a
So that's how, I'm sure you would know that how important India for us is, for Oracle is. So, so coming back to why we need this kind of a program. This kind of a program is required because what's the genesis of building this kind of a program? Why do we need a specialized, state-of-the-art, technology-driven industry program? Can I get a response from your side? I need some responses from you. I've got some merchandise and I'll keep distributing those merchandise. We've got it from, these are all corporation merchandise. So I need some responses coming from you. Right at the back, all school children, lot of college students. So this question is for all. Why do we need a state-of-the-art program? Yeah, you saying something? Come on, who's going to participate first? Young ladies and gentlemen, are you guys sleeping? You had a nice lunch? Oh, no wonder. Okay, come on. Tell me, why do you need a state-of-the-art program like this? No one? So this stays with me. One of the key reasons is that we have a problem with skilled manpower. People talk about jobs in plenty, people talk about there are a lot of jobs available, people talk about evolvement of IT jobs coming in, 3.5 lakh jobs coming from the, Dr. Collins was mentioning 3.5 lakh jobs coming from the top 5 companies like Accenture, TCS, Infosys. Another 3.5 coming from the rest of the world. In India, I mean, if there are so much of jobs, why do we still feel there's a gap between people getting jobs and people do not get opportunities like that? Can any of you share? Can I have posed this question to one of the academicians and they can participate and encourage your students? Would you like to participate? Anyone? Ma'am? I would like to hear what is the reason for the kind of gap which is there between supply available and jobs not getting filled. Yeah, you want to say? Yeah. We have somebody on the dais who would like to say.
I would just like to tempt it my own way. I feel that although there is so much of manpower and we've already gone through degree courses, but there's a lot of gap between the industry readiness. So I think that they are not having those kind of attributes required for making them employable. And for that I think you need latest technology and latest aspects to be incorporated in the normal traditional programs. What I feel.
Absolutely, but it was not a doctor question. So nicely she articulated, but it was definitely not a doctor question. This goes to you. Okay, now that while you're clapping, you need to tell me, when we talk about technology, let's go and see what do we see. See, one of the reasons why there's a gap between demand and supply, there's a lot of jobs available. There are a lot of jobs available, please understand. Now, what do you understand about job? How many of you are actually looking for building up something on your own, would like to be an entrepreneur, would like to open up your own business, and how many of you would like to do a job? Can you raise your hand? How many of you are looking for a job after your maybe graduation or post-graduation? And how many of you plan to open up your own business? Okay, the rest will play cricket. Because I saw a lot of people raising hands for jobs, many people raising hands for owning business, but many of them who did not. What do you plan to do? You need to come and do your B.Tech in data analytics with specialization on Oracle technology with Rayat Bahra University. Right? Can't hear you. Ladies and gentlemen, right or wrong? Right, sir. You had a nice lunch. Okay, so let us see which are the technology areas where there are more. So we've done a survey, and these are surveys which are done by. These are surveys which are done by different kind of research organizations on which are the areas where jobs are in plenty, which are the areas we would like to encourage people to get in. If you see that there, the large number of jobs are into web development, application development, and programming. Largest number of jobs are into programming, application development, and web development, or maybe the latest buzzword which is on mobile application development. I think most of you have a smartphone, right? Yes, sir. Yes or no? Yes, sir. If you have a smartphone, how often do you download an application? How many of you download an application literally every week? So, do you aspire to develop an application like that? There the markets are going in. Please understand, there is where your aspiration should be, because most of the technical jobs which are available are into application development, and you see the data which is available. Okay, another area, please note, we talk about Digital India, we talk about Make in India, Honorable Prime Minister keeps talking about it. Please note a very important point, that we have a lot of jobs available, but there will be a time, because India has a lot of youth population available, there will be a time where the gap will shorten up. So what do we need? When there are 500,000 jobs available and we have 500,000 people available, what do we need to do next? Can any of you tell me? It's a very interesting and intelligent question. Let's see how many of you can respond to that. Let's say we come to a situation where we have number of supply, which is human resource, and jobs are equal. What do we need to do? We need better institutions, but how do you create more opportunities? Because please understand, there are more and more institutions coming in, more and more students getting into these courses. They need jobs, right? What is the next step we are looking at? That's why I asked you a question, and many of you raised your hand and said, I want to own a business. So please understand this Make in India and the Startup India initiative. What the Prime Minister is doing is, he's encouraging people to become entrepreneurs, or tomorrow's entrepreneur. If we have, like outside India, if we have more and more entrepreneurs, what will it happen? We have more and more jobs available. We will generate more and more jobs. Yes or no? Yes, sir. So that's the way. Some people will get into jobs which are available. Some people will work there and then open up their own something opportunity. And that's how the entire opportunity will get grown. Okay? So once a part of the aspect why we thought about this program was, we saw an opportunity because there's a lack of technical skills. But how do we make it industry ready? We understand there is lack of technical skills, but how do we make it industry ready? So how do we make it industry ready? We need to make it industry ready by introducing IT. By introducing IT training and certification. Training and certification. When you go and look for jobs, okay? When you go and look for jobs, what essentially you see, or as an employer they see in that period, is your communication skills, your attitude, your technical skills, and what? Your leadership skills, okay, that's a soft skill, and what? How do you prove in that 4 or 5 minutes? Confidence. How do you gain confidence? How do you gain confidence? Knowledge. So knowledge is power, right? Yes? So knowledge is power. Power gives you confidence. Power gives you confidence. Now, how do you gain knowledge? How do you prove to an employer who's taking an interview that you have knowledge? Yes? Your response is there in the slide, so tell me. Yes. When you go, knowledge is power. Ask a person who can spend hours on a topic. Why? Because he's got knowledge. And his knowledge can only get endorsed, which he can show. Why do you need certificate? Because all that you did for 4 years in B.Tech, you have a proof. And that proof gets recognized in the, ये recognized कहाँ पे होता है? Where? When you look for a job in an interview, whether you are giving an interview when you are fresher or you are giving an interview when you are any phase of your life. Because the experts say, if you are interviewing somebody with training and certification and without a certification, whom will you choose? Whom will you choose? With certification. And I'm not saying that. The thought leaders, the experts, they keep saying that. So from an organization point of view, why is skill and certification important? Can you tell me? From an organization perspective, why is skill and certification important? Yeah, tell me.
The certification ensures the quality of the skill we get.
Absolutely, correct. The certification, I can't even give you a teacher. We'll be giving you something else. Please note down your name, we'll give you some pen drive. Because you're already wearing an Oracle t-shirt. So I'll give you something, don't worry. What's your name? Because the certification endorses your qualification. My question is, how is it useful for your organization? So I'll tell you, in your professional life, there are 3 stakeholders. One is an organization, which is your employer. One is you, who's looking for a job. And the third one is the customer, right? So tell me, how is it important for the organization, how your certification is important for the organization?
Like to answer the question, actually it ties into your earlier question. What he is asking is, besides the degree that you have enrolled for,
can we have a microphone there?
So actually his earlier question was also very similar. Why do you require to get the certification beyond the degree that you are getting normally in the normal course of any enrollment in any university? See, what the employer is looking for. In a university, what you get a baseline, a foundation, maybe some depth into the program. But what an industry or an organization is looking for is actually something called competencies and skill sets. These skill sets, the focus in an education program, in a degree program in any university is not on these skill sets or competencies, but on the broad knowledge in that particular domain, that the field you are chosen, let us say engineering, management. But the industry may not entirely utilize all this knowledge the moment you join them, because they are focused on a particular sector of the economy or of the what you call the enterprise, of the human enterprise. So you require some skill sets. Those skill sets, the focus in the certification programs would be on those skill sets. So that the moment you come out of this university with a degree, besides along with the certification from the industry partner, which is like a world-renowned Oracle or Google or any other that the RBU is tying up with, it provides you a kind of an edge. It kind of provides you a kind of additional benefit that you are going with and saying to the industry or the employer, that is maybe your prospective employer, that I have, besides the education, I have these skill sets also. I have proven my competencies by getting the certification that is provided, recognized worldwide. So when you go to an employer, you would be at an advantage compared to other students, that have just passed out from a university, and you would be at an advantage because you are quite relevant to their work right away. You don't need to go through additional training. You don't need to spend more time. The organization does not need to spend any more time or what you call as a salary on you, because they can put you to work right away, so you would be offered the job. That is what his question is.
Okay, so I'll go a step further. Thank you so much, sir. So he is right. What I am trying to tell you is that A, how is beneficial for the organization, and how will that benefit the organization will take it forward to their customer. How is it important for the organization? A, if you are a certified individual, your performance levels are better. It's been proven. I mean, 85% of the people who have actually got certified, 85% of the people who got certified have declared that their performance levels have gone up. B is, when you are a certified individual, it has been seen for an organization, the staff or the employee turnover, which is people leaving out, is less, because from a motivation perspective, the organization takes care of them. The third thing which is very, very important is that when you are, let's say talk about TCS. When TCS has you on the bench, he can go to the organization or the customer he is pitching for, maybe in North America or any part of the world. He can go and say that I have 200 or 300 people who are certified people sitting on the bench. And I'm sure all your professors, all your academicians, everybody will agree to that. Then when they go to a customer, they position that to be a benefit for the organization, for TCS. And for example, the last but not the least is from a perspective that the salaries, compensation, promotions are much, much, much better. So from all perspectives, a certified professional always gets an edge over a non-certified professional. So in the curriculum which we have designed together with Rayat Bahra University, we've actually evaluated and addressed all these points. How do you increase the skill levels? How do you certify the skill levels? How do you give them a flavor of the industry by creating some case studies? And at the end of it, how do you give them, make them certified people, blending it with the existing B.Tech curriculum? So that is very important, that how do you blend it and make it one step ahead kind of a curriculum. Here are some data I thought I'll carry with you. I'll carry along with you, where it says in the database domain, can people see from the back? Basically it says, I don't know, I mean I can't make the font bigger. I'll leave the presentation with your team, and you can always refer it back later. These are the data in the industries, from the industry research. It says that 20% of those people who are certified get better job, better salary. And they can retain their jobs for a longer time. Retainment is important. It's very easy to get a job, but if you don't have the relevant curriculum, it's that difficult to retain or to sustain that job. Okay? From a Java perspective, again, you see there are clear difference between people who are certified and people who are not certified. So hence, we spoke about why we thought about this program. Now we are summarizing why we thought about this program. A, lack of technical skills. B, you need knowledge, you need power, and hence you need certificate along with you. But what is the reason why you need? Because there are plenty of jobs, we need to meet the requirement of the job. And hence, I'm extremely overwhelmed and very happy to announce the formal announcement which is being already done today morning, and the MOUs have been exchanged, and we are launching this program. Rayat Bahra University is launching it along with us for a 4-year degree program in IoT and Java and database and analytics. We are launching a postgraduate program in business administration on MBA ERP. So the reason why we chose these 3 areas, Dr. Singh spoke about SMAC, and that's very important. All of you said that you are on smartphone. So hence, social is extremely important, right? Being known socially is important. If you find out information, social network is the most important. Mobility is important. Analytical skills are important. and obviously everybody wants to, like, over a period of time, nobody takes a hard disk and copy their contacts. They put it on the cloud, right? So we've chosen IoT to be an area, and my colleague Sairam would be covering a lot on IoT, and that's how you will understand that how we use internet and we reflect that in our daily life. Dr. Kaura, Dr. Singh were mentioning, giving examples of an IoT application getting mapped to your health, so that your health condition is being transported, information is transported to your hospital. Similar thing, you're leaving the college, there's a party at home, you want to chill your soft drinks. What do you do that? There are, I think Samsung has already launched that. You have sensors. You can actually monitor the chilling system of your refrigerator through an application which is there on your phone. Have you heard about this?
Yes, sir.
So that's what IoT is, and I'm sure Sarah will be covering it. Then we have something called database and analytics, because these are the three areas where we'll be evolving. I mean, you can't do anything without data. People talk about big data. Why are they talking about? Every time you surf on the internet, multiple data is being transported to is being thrown to the multiple sites. So it's important that people should know how to manage data. And that's why analysis is very, very important. Last but not the least is the MBA program which we are launching, where we will cover the entire, I don't know how many postgraduate or eligible for postgraduate students are there in the forum today, but we are introducing something called ERP, where we'll cover all the four aspects of finance, human capital, sales, and supply chain. So that when a student does MBA, he also gets a flavor of the enterprise resource planning system while he's a student. All these are being done because, as Dr. Bahra has mentioned, each and every organization today spends 6 months to 1 year on training an individual. So the industry has come back and said, if we get certified individual while they're doing their courses here, then it's going to be easier for us because it cuts down their costs and cuts down their duration of training, so that people will be much more effective for the organization. These are the three tracks which we have taken. One is the analytics part, one is the IoT part, and the ERP part. This will be incorporated in the brochure very, very, very soon. From Oracle, what we have doing is we are covering a portion for every progressive semester. Every semester would have some aspect of Oracle starting from first semester to semester 7. And what you'll get is the digital learning, what you'll get is the course material, what you'll get is certification, you'll get to learn on case studies, and obviously each and every student will get their personal software on their laptop or their computers. The reason why it is, Mr. Bahra, you would be very happy to know that this is the university. We are also launching our digital learning subscription program, and it's a new launch which we are doing. It's a new launch digital learning subscription which we are doing, which is embedded with your curriculum, and that's what we are doing. In fact, we've already spoken to all the ministries, and they are very supportive of that, where every student will not only get to learn in the college or the university, they will also get to do a large part of self-learning at home. Please understand, this is the way the learning is moving. This is the way the learning is transforming. Unless and until you learn how to learn on your own, you will not migrate to a level where we are talking about creating global manpower. Why digital learning? Can any of you share why digital learning? Can any of you guess what is the number of hours each student today in today's world spend on their phones out of 24 hours? Sorry? 10 hours. No. Then when do you study? Because you sleep for 8 hours. So the study says 4 hours every day a student spends. Every day a student spends about 4 hours on the smartphone or the mobile phone. It could be in surfing, it could be in knowledge sharing, it could be pure phone. Which also gives us the opportunity to see that self-learning, digital learning is the way forward. So before I end, I'll show you a small video about digital learning, and all of you would really appreciate that that's the way we are launching our program. We are launching this program along with Rayat Bahra University, and a part of the learning will be self-learning, digital learning, and each one of you will get an opportunity to get the Oracle software at your workplace, which could be in your laboratory, at home, or anywhere, or could be hostel. So each one of you, we are providing the student with the access to the Oracle software.
Welcome to the Oracle Student Learning Subscriptions. Each subscription consists of an all-digital learning experience with hands-on labs specifically designed to help you acquire the real-world knowledge and skills that are in high demand in the IT industry. You will focus on the in-depth training needed to either start or advance your journey on a rewarding career as an IT professional. For example, you can learn how to be a Java programmer, an Oracle database administrator, or database developer, some of the most sought-after skills in today's highly competitive global job market. Each Oracle Student Learning subscription provides you with all of the resources you need to learn, practice, and get certified, so you can successfully complete the training. You get access to high-quality training videos with demonstrations from industry experts, labs so you can practice what you learn, and a certification exam so you can demonstrate your newly acquired skills. We will guide you every step of the way with directions and short how-to videos so you can readily download and set up the tools and services you will be using. Furthermore, you can always seek help from your teacher and educational institution, as they'll continue to play a critical role in your studies. Since the training is accessible on demand 24/7, you will learn at your own pace and at your convenience. Take advantage of the experts at Oracle. Get started with your Oracle Student Learning subscription today.
So with that, thank you so much for bearing all the way, and the last but not the least is this is how we plan to do. We plan to enable you through an instructor-led training, a digital-based training, and certification-based training. And all those people who will be learning or will be studying B.Tech with specialization in IT on Oracle technology would get an access to this curriculum and the methodology. It's been great being here, being part of the launch, and I guess most of you would be joining hands and doing this program with us. We'll have a lot of opportunities. Now I would like to invite my colleague Mr. Sairam to take you through an understanding about the Internet of Things. and I'm sure you would really enjoy it. There are a lot of things in life. There's a lot of things in your life you enjoy over a period of time. Please listen to him carefully, because it may not be, everything may not be useful today, but for a period of the next 5 to 10 years, this is the technology which is going to stay, and I'm sure it will touch your social life, professional life to a large extent. Thank you so much. Wish you all the best.
Good evening, everybody. Can you all hear me? I got a good news and a bad news. Good news पहले की bad news. 15 मिनट लगेंगे. I need 15-20 minutes of your time. The good news is, I've been a student before, right? I didn't come from the sky like this. So it's been like 10 साल हुए मुझे graduation करे हुए, and मैं भी वहाँ बैठा करता था. And stage पे कोई आके presentation कर रहा था. So I'm very much aware कि what students look for. And believe me, मैं कोई ज्ञान नहीं बांटने वाला यहाँ पे. I'm going to talk about the IoT story. And my aim is, इसके बाद आप feel करो यार, सारी चीजें बाहर में गई, मैं IoT करने वाला हूँ. That is the goal of this session. That is wonderful about IoT. Right? No technical presentation, nothing, just pure use cases of IoT. एक्चुअली यहाँ पे बहुत सारी टी-शर्ट्स पड़ी हुई हैं, एंड हमने अब तक एक भी नहीं बांटा है, एंड बहुत मेहनत करी है उठाने में हमने, लेकिन वो नहीं जाने वाले. So why don't we start with a quiz, right? I ask few questions. जिसने भी आंसर किया, you get a T-shirt. Everyone up for it? Yes, sir. Please, yeah. Let's see, right? How many of us use internet out here? Internet सब use करते हैं, right? What is the first thing you type in the URL? Google से पहले www को टाइप करता है? No, okay. Can you tell me what does www stand for? सारी टी-शर्ट्स दे यार. That's fine. That's okay. Whom do we give here? That's a tie here. That's probably you can raise your hands and then I will choose, nominate somebody, and जिसने आंसर किया, you will get that. Okay? There is something called as ice cream sandwich. How many of you know what an ice cream sandwich is in terms of Android technology? Android version. Can you have a T-shirt for him, please? Give him a big round of applause. Simple answer. We'll make it a little bit difficult. How many of you know programming languages? कोई programming करता है कंप्यूटर पे? C, Java, वगैरह वगैरह. Who is the father of Java programming language? नहीं पता. अच्छा सिंपल कर देता हूँ. Which company owns Java or who creates Java? Somebody raise your hands. T-shirt. There. Oracle there. One T-shirt for him, please. After Make in India, we have ordered. You know that? Who is known as the Indian supercomputer? Which female is known as the Indian supercomputer? Raise your hands. That's right, Shakuntala Devi. One for him, please. India is known as the software superpower, but we also make hardware, you know that? And India has its own set of supercomputers. So, इसका नाम जानता है? Who is that? Who answered first? T-shirt over there. That's great. Excellent. We all know what is internet. किसी ने इंटरनेट सुना? Can somebody define what is internet?
It's a local network. More responsible this side.
Anybody? Okay. Anybody from this side?
It's a this side.
Out there, yeah.
This side. It's a local network.
It's a
Nobody is
local.
answering from here. So you
Okay.
answer.
It is a networking used, especially used in banks and as well as in universities. To access
They don't use it. So, yeah, it's more precisely local network, and once we have what we have to. Yeah.
कोई बात नहीं.
We all have IP addresses in the internet, right? Can you tell me which is the latest version of the IP address, which sequencing is going on in IP? No, 192. I mean, IPv3, IPv2, IPv4. Version 6, one t-shirt there. Alright, your last question, anybody who answers 2 t-shirts. We all know computer speed is measured in units. In which unit is a computer speed measured?
Bits. Right?
Hey, guys, Google करो यार, Google है ना? 2 t-shirts only offering. Come on. नहीं. Alright,
Mega
flop. Google करो, Google it when you go offline today, just Google it. Flop से I know बैठ गया.
और भी मंगा दो.
So I'll start off with my presentations, 15 minutes to the dot, and I'll talk you through the IoT journey. मैं IoT में किस लिए हूँ? What a fantastic thing you can do with IoT. I'll give you all the limitless possibilities that you can achieve with IoT. Actually, when I was preparing the slides, I gave a code. The best way to build a momentum. Hello. The best way to build a momentum and create a movement is to tell a good story. Hopefully, आज मैं आपको एक IoT की अच्छी स्टोरी बताऊंगा, जिसे देख के आप सोचेंगे यार क्या बढ़िया चीज है, हम भी करेंगे IoT से लेके. So hopefully that is the key takeaway from it. I'm not here to sell you anything. Just tell you a good story that you feel good about and you think about after you go back to your homes. What is the Internet of Things? Anybody has heard of it before? Internet of Things? Anybody has any idea? Yeah, thank you.
Sir, it is a network of physical objects that embedded with sensor programming along with data exchange and
Perfect. Yeah, that's right. Can I have a t-shirt for him, please? I didn't say How many of you think you are contributing to the IoT right now? आप लोग को लगता है आप सब कनेक्टेड हो अभी? Are you connected? How? अगर मैं कहूँ चलो यहाँ पे इंटरनेट से कनेक्टेड हो, मोबाइल से कनेक्टेड हो. If you are on the road out there, are you connected to IoT? Are you contributing in any way to the IoT space? How? Okay, that's what you are using the applications. Take example. How many of you are familiar with Google Maps? रास्ता खो जाओ कभी देखने के लिए. How many of you use Google Maps? And how many of you own cell phones? Now, how do you think Google actually predicts the traffic? आप अगर मैप देखते हो, it shows you the traffic. ये रूट लिया तो इस समय पहुंचोगे, वो रूट लिया तो उस समय पहुंचोगे. हाउ डज दैट इंफॉर्मेशन कम फ्रॉम? सैटेलाइट तो कहां से आएगा वो इंफॉर्मेशन? सैटेलाइट हर गाड़ी को मॉनिटर करेगा, क्या करेगा? जीपीएस से क्या करेगा? आप लोग में से गूगल क्या करता है? हम सबके पास सेलफोन है, राइट? गूगल बेस एयरटेल एंड वोडाफोन कि मेरे सब्सक्राइबर्स किस एरिया में है इस समय. तो अगर आप एक पर्टिकुलर रोड पे है, उस रोड पे कितने सेलफोन्स हैं, बेस्ड ऑन द नंबर ऑफ सेलफोन्स ऑन अ गिवन रोड, Google predicts the traffic on that particular road. So each of you, by using your cell phone, are actually contributing to the traffic prediction analysis. So take your cell phones everywhere. This is the definition of IoT, simply put, right? It is the concept of connecting every device on or switch off, connect that device to the internet, right? And it's just not cell phones and your fridges, everything. Coffee makers, washing machines, your headphones, your lamps, everything that you can think of is actually being connected to the internet right now as we speak about it. So I will talk you through some of the most fancy examples of IoT. It's just that imagination is the limit. आप कुछ भी सोच सकते हैं, आपके पास कुछ आइडिया है. Internet of Things is the way to go and implement that particular solution. I'll give you a few examples as we move along. Some interesting facts, right? I think this is the only technology जिसका नाम पहले दिया गया है, वो पहला बाद में हुआ, right? So if you look at it, IoT was coined in the year 1999. So there was a bunch of scientists working for Procter and Gamble, and industry में they use something called as RFID tags. That identifies कि एक चीज कहाँ पे है. Radio frequency से you attach a sensor to a particular object. जैसे आप ordering a courier from Flipkart, you can attach a sensor to the courier and you can track मेरा package इस वक्त कहाँ पे है. So something along the similar lines in the production of Procter and Gamble, they identified the use of RFID tags, and that is when the term was coined, the Internet of Things. Now the definition says, for Internet of Things to be born, the number of connected devices, जितने devices connected है, there should be more than the number of human beings on Earth. And that happened during somewhere between 2008 and 2010. So the number of world population around 2008 to 2009 was 6.8 billion, and the number of connected devices were 12.5 billion devices. And so the Internet of Things was born around 2008 and 2009 period. How many devices do you think will be connected by 2020? Any guesses? तुक्का लगेगा, टी-शर्ट मिलेगा. Any guesses? Why guesses? Come on.
Question?
50 billion dot on. Who was that? Exactly 50 billion devices is the estimate. T-shirt or anything for a piece for man, please. What do you think was the first connected IoT machine? पहला IoT machine कौन सा था? Okay, it will be a surprise. अभी इन्होंने बात करी थी राजन ने थोड़ी देर पहले. The first connected machine was a Coke machine. So this was around the year 1982. So in MIT campus, the students, वहाँ पे US में vending machines होते थे पहले से कोक वगैरह के, and वहाँ पे fancy है, you drink Coke at everything that you need. And the students actually put in a sensor to the Coke machine. So the Coke machine would actually say, अब मेरा Coke machine full है, मेरे पास Coke की बोतलें आ गई हैं, and it would also tell you कौन सी बोतल सबसे ज़्यादा ठंडी है. So depending upon the time, the duration a particular bottle was kept in for, it would compute ये बोतल 3 घंटे से पड़ी है यानी ज़्यादा ठंडी होगी. And that information would get relayed out to the students over the internet. And this is the first classic example that people remember, because this is the only example wherein the students actually connected a device to the internet using microsensors. And every student from the university, अपने hostel से घर से they used to log in and check कौन सी bottle ठंडी है, Coke machine full है कि नहीं. So that was a classic case. This was the year 1982. And people often debate कि ATM machines भी थे. हालांकि यहाँ पे बाद में आए, but in the Western world ATM machines were also there. So there is a debate between whether this was the first usage or the ATMs were the other usage. But these are the two key objects that are connected to the IoT. IoT journey, how do you think we got here? How do you think so many devices are connected? कौन-कौन से factors हैं जो इसे influence कर रहे हैं? Any guesses? How are we able to connect so many devices to the internet? Alright, I'll make it easier for you. The first is, the easiest thing is smartphones, right? हर एक के पास आजकल smartphone है. In fact, a survey by NDTV says there are about 371 million users of smartphones in India, and it estimates the number of people who use smartphones is actually greater than the number of people who use toilets in India. It's a sad statistic, but that is the truth that is out there. People are more aware of technology rather than other things, right? I mean, it is contributing in a way to the IoT growth as well, right? The next is the cost of sensors. किसी ने Raspberry Pi सुना है? Computer Raspberry Pi, Arduino, Galileo. Anybody has heard of these computers? So ये 2000 रुपए में कंप्यूटर आते हैं. These are like matchbox size computers that cost around 2000 rupees. You can simply put it in your pocket. They have 4 GB of memory. You can use your SD card to expand its internal capacity. Linux operating system पे चलते हैं, and you can do everything that I can do with my laptop. These cost you around 1500 rupees to 2000 rupees. That's all. And ये सारी चीजें actually universities and people who do not have financially money, right, उन सबको distribute किया जा रहा है. So just Google about it, Raspberry Pis and Arduinos, and lot of software is available for you to IoT enable your house on them. आप अपने Wi-Fi systems को IoT के साथ connect कर सकते हैं. You can turn off your lighting systems in your house using these software bundles connected to the Raspberry Pi. The cost of the sensors, जो मैं कह रहा हूँ sensors होते हैं. If you again Google the cost of sensor for a Raspberry Pi, अगर मुझे बाहर का temperature पता करना है, there is a temperature sensor that comes. Can you guess the cost of that particular sensor? 10 रुपए. It costs 10 rupees to 20 rupees. And it's available over the internet. मतलब नुक्कड़ किराना stores they sell it. It's that cheap. So the cost of technology has significantly come down. सबके पास smartphone है. The cost of processing we all know has come down. Internet is available everywhere. हर एक के पास आजकल 10 Mbps, 4 Mbps connection है घर पे. Airtel provides it like for 600 rupees, 800 rupees. So all these factors are making IoT very much available to the general masses. What does this mean for you? इतना सारा कुछ हुआ है. What does this essentially mean for you? IoT के markets क्या है actually, right? The classic case, what we talk about, the refrigerator. दूध खत्म हो गया, the refrigerator will place an order for milk, right? That is a classic example. The next is, if you are running late for your meeting, your cell phone will automatically message जिसके साथ आपकी meeting है कि मैं ट्रैफिक में फंस गया हूँ, मुझे 15 मिनट और लगेंगे, let's reschedule the meeting. That is another classic case. It is the medicines that we forget to take. Medicines will automatically SMS you. Time हो गया मुझे लेने के लिए. It is that classic cases, and these are not examples of futuristic things that I am talking about. These are happening in reality right now, and I give you the examples of how these are happening right now. The other case is a classic case is the consumer industry, right? Nowadays everybody has vehicles में tire है, right? Now we have seen people moving away from owning tires to renting out tires. So that is a classic model wherein companies are moving to. कोई आजकल चीजें खरीदना नहीं चाहता, people want to rent it out. तो जिससे आप रेंट करते हो, आप उसे पैसे देते हो कि मेरा ये मैंने रेंट किया, आप उसे मेंटेन करिए. So for example, if I am using an air conditioner from Samsung, मैं Samsung से एयर कंडीशनर नहीं खरीदूंगा, मैं इसे जून या मई के महीने में उसे रेंट करूंगा. That machine is IoT controlled, which means all the data that I am using when I am turning on the air conditioning is going on to Samsung. अगर मेरा मोटर खराब होने वाला है, अगर मैंने बहुत ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर पे चलाया है, all that things are remotely being monitored by Samsung, and based on the temperature in your house, Samsung will automatically lower the temperature of the AC, increase the temperature of the AC. और अगर AC खराब होने वाला, a technician will automatically call you कि AC खराब होने वाला है, I will come and do a servicing for you. So it is that kind of reality. People are no longer wanting to buy out things. It is more expensive. People want to rent out things. And it is a good model for companies. They want to rent out things and they're giving you a good customer care. They're monitoring what is happening beforehand and repairing and maintenance and everything is taken care of that company. So this is one of the classic IoT cases which the industry is heavily seeing, progressing. People will soon start renting out. The other case is tires. People are renting out tires. So अगर आपने गाड़ी खरीदी है तो जैसे आपके मैन्युफैक्चरर से जैसे होंडा है, ऑडी है, BMW है, those companies are not buying in tires. They are also renting out tires. Every tire has a chip. That chip relays information. कौन सी सड़क पे चल रही है, उस सड़क से टायर पे क्या इम्पैक्ट हो रहा है, बारिश हो रही है तो is the tire slipping out, how is that tire increasing the fuel efficiency. All that data is monitored right now using the sensors in the tire. One example, market trend. These are the estimates, right? Business and manufacturing is 40%. Healthcare is again very important for IoT, right? 30% market share in IoT. The other thing that this slide does not show is connected homes. Every house is now getting IoT enabled. I'll give you two classic examples, right? In healthcare, in homes, like I spoke about, right? You're monitoring your air conditioners and stuff like that. So there is in healthcare, again, you're monitoring your intake of your. So if I give an example, right? If you go to the US right now, अगर आप किसी भी डॉक्टर के पास जाते हो, so every patient gets an IoT kit right now. So what does that mean for you, right? So you have a device that is connected to your hand. So once you go home, डॉक्टर ने आपको डायग्नोस किया है, आपको कोई दवाई दी है. Once you start going home, how are you progressing? आपकी health क्या है? All that information gets relayed every 5 minutes to the hospital that you have registered with. इसकी हार्ट बीट ये है, इसके बॉडी का टेम्परेचर ये है, इसने मेडिसिन लिया, इसके रिएक्शंस ये है. All that data is being monitored by the doctors and the nurses. So अगर आपको कुछ emergency होने वाली है, that data is automatically there with the hospital beforehand, and an ambulance is sent to you before you even realize that something is about to happen to you. So that is one classic case in healthcare where IoT is really benefiting people out there. I'll give you a few examples of this. This is the Narendra Modi initiative, smart cities, right? Everybody wants to be in the smart city initiative. And there is a lot of talk going about smart city कैसे हो सकता है. In fact, Chandigarh was one of the candidates and उन्होंने अपना resubmit किया paper for being a smart city. Do you all realize what benefits you can get if you are a smart city? Any ideas what IoT enables? So smart city होने के लिए IoT is very essential. So how do you think IoT will help in realizing a smart city? Can anybody give an example? Okay, you can. Dr. Singh was talking about utility, power consumption, right? Electricity, हर जगह problem है. There are a lot of power cuts, right? And I'll give you an example wherein a power utility company that manufactures electricity, वो आपके घर में meters install करती है. Those meters are again fitted with sensors, obviously, right? So you are getting information about किस area में electricity का कितना load हुआ है. अगर एक one area is using more electricity than the others, the power companies can actually reduce the load in one particular area and transform the electricity to other area. They can reroute the electricity consumption. The other example that power companies today are offering is whenever new buildings are coming up, right? You have these smart sensors enabled. So power companies can actually turn off the electricity in a particular building. They can control your air conditioners. They can lower the temperature. They can turn off the temperature. And actually power companies are starting to offer discounts. So there is a proposal that there will be a peak usage. So electricity अगर आपने 5 से सुबह के 10 से शाम के 5 बजे AC ऑन किया, तो you'll be consuming more power and you'll be charged more. But if you do it in the non-peak hours, you'll be charged less. So there is a concept of dynamic pricing. अगर आपने ऑफलोड आवर्स में इलेक्ट्रिसिटी यूज किया अपने AC के लिए, वॉशिंग मशीन चलाने के लिए, पावर कंपनीज विल एक्चुअली गिव यू डिस्काउंट्स. एंड पावर कंपनीज आर नाउ एक्चुअली मॉनिटरिंग हर घर में कितना कंजम्पशन हो रहा है. एंड दे हैव आइडेंटिफाइड अ सिग्नेचर. अगर मैं आज अपने घर पे वॉशिंग मशीन चलाता हूँ, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ आई एम यूजिंग इन बॉम्बे टाटा पावर है, तो टाटा पावर कंपनी कैन आइडेंटिफाई सायरा के घर पे वॉशिंग मशीन चल रही है अभी, ये वॉशिंग मशीन LG ब्रांड का है, टॉप लोड वाला मॉडल है. It is that kind of capability that they have got right now. एंड द फैंटास्टिक थिंग इज ये लोग अभी से एडवर्टाइज करने लगे हैं. तो कल मुझे सैमसंग का मिला सकते हैं, हमने सुना आपके घर में LG का मॉडल है, सैमसंग बेहतर है, मैं आपको डिस्काउंट देता हूँ, आप एक्सचेंज ऑफर कर लीजिए मुझसे. दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन दैट पीपल हैव राइट नाउ अबाउट यू. विद IoT enabled, हर घर में सेंसर है, दैट डेटा इज बीइंग यूज्ड टू एनालाइज डेटा एंड यू आर द बेनिफिशियरी ऑफ इट. दैट इज वन क्लासिक एग्जांपल. द सेम थिंग गोस विद पावर एंड वाटर. आज के जमाने में वाटर इज द न्यू ऑयल. देयर इज नो वाटर इन इंडिया एनीवेयर एंड किसी घर में वाटर मीटर नहीं होता है. And so water leakage tracking is one classic case of IoT. You track wherever there is a leakage and you fix that leakage. So that is one classic case of IoT that is going on in Smart City Initiative. Let me not talk about, so we spoke about big data. Anybody has an idea of, we all spoke about what is big data analytics? Just an overview. So IoT, you have 22 billion devices, 30 billion devices. अगर ये सारा डेटा जनरेट करते हैं तो मुझे पता कैसे चलेगा, मैं वो डेटा को पढ़ूंगा कैसे? How do I make sense of that data? How do I identify certain patterns? उस डेटा को मैं कैसे यूज कर सकता हूँ? The study of that unstructured data, the tremendous volume of data that is getting generated right now is essentially big data. So that is what it do. It gives you algorithms, it gives you tools to study the data that is being generated, identify certain patterns and solve some business problems. The last 3 slides, like I said, imagination is your only limit with IoT. अगर आपके पास कुछ idea है, this is the way to go for to solve it. Right? The first case is holy cow. आजकल cows को भी connected कर दिया है. How many of you are aware? Connected cows. So agriculture industry, right? Almost every country has a big agricultural industry and everybody uses milk and agricultural products, right? So people are connecting cows right now. So आप cow के ऊपर एक sensor लगा दो that tracks the movement cow कहाँ गया है इस वक्त. मेरा cow, it senses how the cow's health is. It is again in the meat industry as well as the production of milk. If your cow is sick, the milk intake, the milk generation lowers down. It is a loss for the companies, right? So they track कितना मेरा cow sick है कि नहीं, what is its health, where is it roaming, everything gets tracked using a sensor. And there is an Australian company, how many of you eat non-veg, right? That gives you, if you are buying a meat, that meat has an RFID tag. तो अगर आप सुपरमार्केट गए, उस RFID tag को आपने इंटरनेट से कनेक्ट किया, वो आपको काउ की पूरी हिस्ट्री बता देगा. ये काउ यहाँ पैदा हुआ था, इसके माता पिता ये हैं. This was fed on this kind of an organic diet. And इसका meat production इस दिन हुआ था. So it allows you to track right from the history of the cow to the time it goes into your plate as a food. That is what people are doing right now. And this is happening. It's not a fiction. It's the reality that is out there. And the funny example that I saw is Australia में company के हम काम कर रहे हैं, right? And they own about 1/3 of the empty lands in Australia. So वो लोग कह रहे थे कि अगर GPS से they monitor the cows. If a cow is grazing करते करते कहीं और चला गया, they monitor it using GPS sensors which are connected to the satellite. And एक बंदा मोटरबाइक में जाता है, भैंस को पीछे बिठा के लाता है वापस. And that is how people are doing it right now. Connected farms is example. How many of you know you can have farms without soil in them? आप plants उगा सकते हो without soil. IoT is doing that right now. Any of you heard that? And believe me, Vietnam is doing this. It's called soilless farming. The concept is this: plants को पानी नहीं चाहिए होता, plants को कुछ नहीं होता. They need certain kind of nutrients, and they're taking the nutrients from the soil. What if those nutrients are made available without the help of a soil? So they have these liquid chemicals which have all the nutrients that are required for a plant to grow. So you don't have any soil requirement. So there is no dirt. Simply put in the plant in that nutrient solution and the plant starts to grow. And they are monitoring if I have the right nutrients for that particular plant, is the plant growing on or not. That is what they are doing right now with the help of IoT. They have sensors in that nutrients. They track the growth of the plants. ये न्यूट्रिएंट कम हो गया, ये न्यूट्रिएंट ऐड कर दिया, पानी कम हो गया, पानी ऐड कर दिया, बाहर का तापमान चेंज हो गया, अंडर कंट्रोल कर दिया. So these are the things that people are doing with IoT right now, essentially in connected farms. Last is the usage of medicines. बीमार हम सब पड़ते हैं, everybody out here I'm sure uses medicines, right? The latest in this trend is usage of sensors in the pill. तो यूएस ने अप्रूव कर दिया है, तो देयर इज अ सेंसर इन द पिल. जब आप अपना मेडिसिन लोगे वो सेंसर आपके पेट के अंदर जाएगा एंड दैट सेंसर स्टार्ट कलेक्टिंग डेटा. इस बंदे ने सुबह के 4 बजे अपना पहला पिल लिया था, इसकी बॉडी टेम्परेचर इतनी प्रतिशत बढ़ गई टेम्परेचर ये पिल लेने से, इसका स्किन ने इस तरीके का एलर्जी दिखाया उस मेडिसिन को लेने के बाद एंड उसकी बॉडी इस तरीके से हैंडल करी इस पिल को. ऑल दैट डेटा इज गोइंग इन थ्रू योर डॉक्टर्स एंड फार्मास्यूटिकल कंपनीज. फार्मास्यूटिकल कंपनीज जब ड्रग ट्रायल करती हैं, दे आर यूजिंग दिस सेंसर बेस्ड पिल्स कि मेरे पिल ने कैसा रिएक्शन दिया है डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ पीपल पे एंड हाउ आई कैन इंप्रूव माय प्रोडक्ट. जो भी डेटा आता है उसे बिग डेटा एनालिटिक्स करते हैं एंड दे इंप्रूव देयर प्रोडक्ट. So that is how it is being actually used right now in the healthcare industry. And I will show you a quick video, probably a Workday 2020, wherein I'll show you a video probably that is the best. A video देख लीजिए. कनेक्टेड कास्ट, मैं ऑरेकल का एग्जांपल दूंगा, हम जिस अभी काम कर रहे हैं कार कंपनी के साथ, अगर आपकी गाड़ी चोरी हो जाती है, we know your vehicle has been stolen and हम ऑटोमेटिकली उसका ignition ऑफ कर देते हैं and we apply the brakes if the accelerator is on. So that is the kind of technology that we are working on right now, and that gives you an idea of where the world is headed right now. So hopefully you like IoT and hopefully I have some convert for IoT out here, तो IoT के बारे में सोचेंगे, कुछ करेंगे. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you so much, sir, for enhancing our knowledge on IoTs and for a wonderful interactive session with the students. Now I would take the privilege to request the esteemed dignitaries on the dais to give away the token of appreciation to the next group of students who have performed well in their academic field. I would also request Ms. Cassandra to help distribute the token of appreciations. Thank you.
We are future ready. We are future ready. We are future ready. We are future.
Be future ready at Rayat Bahra University, Chandigarh.
हाथ से मिला के हाथ चलना हमें है साथ साथ, रास्ते रोशन यहाँ मंजिल करे नई बात बात, चलना है लेके काफिले, बढ़ना है मिटा के फासले, पाना है आज तो आसमान भी, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान भी, पाना है आज तो आसमान भी, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान भी. We are future ready. We are future ready. We are future ready.
Be future ready at Rayat Bahra University, Chandigarh.
हाथ से मिला के हाथ चलना हमें है साथ साथ, रास्ते रोशन यहाँ मंजिल करे. नई बात बात चलना है लेके काफिले, बढ़ना है मिटा के फासले, पाना है आज तो आसमान भी, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान भी, पाना है आज तो आसमान भी, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान भी। We are future ready, we are future ready, we are future ready.
Be future ready at Rayat Bahra University, Chandigarh.
हाथ से मिला के हाथ चलना हमें है साथ साथ, रास्ते रोशन यहाँ मंजिल करे नई बात बात चलना है लेके काफिले, बढ़ना है मिटा के फासले, पाना है आज तो आसमान भी, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान भी, पाना है आज तो आसमान भी, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान भी। We are future ready, we are future ready, we are future ready, we are future.
Be future ready at Rayat Bahra University, Chandigarh.
हाथ से मिला के हाथ चलना हमें है साथ साथ, रास्ते रोशन यहाँ मंजिल करे नई बात बात चलना है लेके काफिले, बढ़ना है मिटा के फासले, पाना है आज तो आसमान भी, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान भी, पाना है आज तो आसमान भी, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान भी। We are future ready, we are future ready, we are future ready, we are future.
Be future ready at Rayat Bahra University, Chandigarh.
हाथ से मिला के हाथ चलना हमें है साथ साथ, रास्ते रोशन यहाँ मंजिल करे नई बात बात चलना है लेके काफिले, बढ़ना है मिटा के फासले, पाना है आज तो आसमान भी, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान भी, पाना है आज तो आसमान भी, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान भी। We are future ready, we are future ready, we are future ready, we are future.
Be future ready at Rayat Bahra University, Chandigarh.
हाथ से मिला के हाथ चलना हमें है साथ साथ, रास्ते रोशन यहाँ मंजिल करे नई बात बात चलना है लेके काफिले, बढ़ना है मिटा के फासले, पाना है आज तो आसमान भी, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान भी, पाना है आज तो आसमान भी, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान भी। We are future ready, we are future ready, we are future ready, we are future.
Be future ready at Rayat Bahra University, Chandigarh.
हाथ से मिला के हाथ चलना हमें है साथ साथ, रास्ते रोशन यहाँ मंजिल करे नई बात बात, चलना है लेके काफिले, बढ़ना है मिटा के फासले, पाना है आज तो आसमान ही, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान ही, पाना है आज तो आसमान ही, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान ही। We are future ready, we are future ready, we are future ready, we are future.
Be future ready at Rayat Bahra University, Chandigarh.
हाथ से मिला के हाथ चलना हमें है साथ साथ, रास्ते रोशन यहाँ मंजिल करे नई बात बात, चलना है लेके काफिले, बढ़ना है मिटा के फासले, पाना है आज तो आसमान ही, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान ही, पाना है आज तो आसमान ही, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान ही। We are future ready, we are future ready, we are future ready, we are future.
Be future ready at Rayat Bahra University, Chandigarh.
हाथ से मिला के हाथ चलना हमें है साथ साथ, रास्ते रोशन यहाँ मंजिल करे नई बात बात, चलना है लेके काफिले, बढ़ना है मिटा के फासले, पाना है आज तो आसमान ही, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान ही, पाना है आज तो आसमान ही, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान ही। We are future ready, we are future ready, we are future ready, we are future.
Be future ready at Rayat Bahra University, Chandigarh.
हाथ से मिला के हाथ चलना हमें है साथ साथ, रास्ते रोशन यहाँ मंजिल करे नई बात बात, चलना है लेके काफिले, बढ़ना है मिटा के फासले, पाना है आज तो आसमान ही, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान ही, पाना है आज तो आसमान ही, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान ही। We are future ready, we are future ready, we are future ready, we are future.
Be future ready at Rayat Bahra University, Chandigarh.
हाथ से मिला के हाथ चलना हमें है साथ साथ, रास्ते रोशन यहाँ मंजिल करे नई बात बात, चलना है लेके काफिले, बढ़ना है मिटा के फासले, पाना है आज तो आसमान ही, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान ही, पाना है आज तो आसमान ही, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान ही। We are future ready, we are future ready, we are future ready, we are future.
Be future ready at Rayat Bahra University, Chandigarh.
हाथ से मिला के हाथ चलना हमें है साथ साथ, रास्ते रोशन यहाँ मंजिल करे नई बात बात, चलना है लेके काफिले, बढ़ना है मिटा के फासले, पाना है आज तो आसमान ही, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान ही, पाना है आज तो आसमान भी, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान भी. We are future ready, we are future ready, we are future ready, we are future.
Be future ready at Rayat Bahra University, Chandigarh.
हाथ से मिला के हाथ चलना हमें है साथ साथ, रास्ते रोशन यहाँ मंजिल करे नई बात बात, चलना है लेके काफिले, बढ़ना है मिटा के फासले, पाना है आज तो आसमान भी, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान ही, पाना है आज तो आसमान भी, देखा है जो ख्वाब में वो जहान भी. We are future ready, we are future ready, we are future ready. या फ्यूचर
Be future ready at Rayat Bahra University, Chandigarh.
हाथ से मिला के हाथ चलना हमें है साथ साथ रात रोशन यहाँ मंजिल करे नई बात बात चलना है
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे
भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा
द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग
विंध्य हिमाचल
यमुना गंगा
उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे
तब शुभ आशीष मांगे
गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगल गायक जय हे
भारत भाग्य विधाता
जय हे